Hi everyone, welcome back to Lisa's Love and Light. How are you guys doing today? Happy Thursday to you all, and thank you for showing up on this channel. Thank you all for sending comments and for subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Guys, it's so important to keep going and keep taking care of yourself, especially like I always say, with all this toxicity and drama and negativity that's going on in the world. Keep taking care of yourself. Keep focusing on healing, growth, because one day you're going to really be happy that you did, because the inner peace that you're going to feel after taking care of yourself, self-care, self-love, is going to be priceless. And once you experience that inner peace, I promise you, you're not going to want anything to distract that. You still would want to have, interactions with people and situations, but it won't be the same, because you are able to, after you heal, see things in a different perspective, meaning that now you are doing things and accepting things in your life that's for your highest good. That's what's important, instead of just accepting anything just because. So guys, this topic of discussion today, before we get into it, I'm not a therapist, social worker, or a counselor. I'm just someone who went through a lot of grief, pain, trauma, and I talk about these things here. I may not give specifics, but I do talk about it, and then I talk about how I became an overcomer instead of succumbing to the trials and tribulations and the pain. I overcame it. And perhaps you'll hear something in this video or prior videos that might help you with your own situation, going through your own grief, pain, and trauma. And perhaps you can apply those things within your circumstances and see if it works for you and improve your life for the better. Remember, on this channel, we are here to uplift, to build up one another instead of tearing down, like what we see in this world today. So we're here to do the opposite. Keep that in mind. And thank you for showing up every day. Thank you for being here, guys. I really appreciate you. It lets me know that these messages are resonating with you. And with that being said, the topic of discussion today is healing and self-love. This one was very difficult for me because healing, and I still do healing daily. Just the self-love part, because of all the abuse and suffering of pain and grief and betrayals that I had to deal with. The self-love took a long time, guys. But I promise you, if I can do this, and I didn't have like a physical support system, God, prayer, just taking time out away from everything help. And I'm saying to you guys, you can do it as well. If you have a support system, utilize that. Whether it's a best friend, family member, a spouse, surround yourself with people who want to see you win, not people who want to see you broken down, busted, and disgusted. And keep in mind that those who want to see you in that energy, they're already in that energy. And it's like crabs in a barrel. One crab make it to the top, and the 10 and 20 at the bottom is dragging that one that's making it to the top all the way down to the bottom. So, make sure that you are surrounding yourself with people who want to see you win, because those are the ones who are going to have your back and support you in good times and when things are not so good. And keep that in mind, because the masks are beginning to fall off for these individuals who are very toxic. At one point in time, they were able to wear that mask and wear it perfectly, and they were able to deceive a lot of people and charm a lot of people. But now that mask is getting twisted up. See it for what it is, and when someone show you who they are, believe them. Don't second or third guess it. Believe them the first time. I did a video about that probably about a week and a half ago. So if you need to go back to look at that, do so. But guys, self-love equals self-care. When you start to self-love, and I had to really do the work, and my therapist helped me to see through the pro and con list, what are you giving, Lisa? What are you giving to, whether it's family, whether it's a business setting, whether it's a relationship, a personal relationship, or friendship? Whatever the situation is, what are you giving to it? And then do a list as to what they are giving to the situation. And the pro list outweighed the con. And it was like I was over giving. So that was one visual and one, how do you say, that's one work that my therapist gave me. And as I looked at that, yes, I was over giving and being a doormat and etc. And I went into prayer asking God to help me. It was difficult to get these folks out of my life. Like I said, when your self-esteem is shot down to the bottom from years of abuse, verbal and physical at some point, you have to build yourself back up from the ground up, and I did that. And I'm still doing that. I still have trigger moments of grief due to loss, not for that reason, but other reasons. And we are not perfect. We all are flawed. We all have something, and that's okay. And what I do now, the scars that I have from all of this, I wear those scars. I'm not ashamed of it, because if it wasn't for that, I would not have gotten on this journey to heal, grow, and evolve, and to take care of myself instead of taking care of everybody else and trying to take care of everything else around me. I was neglecting me. And guys, never neglect yourself, because you are just as important. As I always say to you guys, your temple, your body is your temple. And you have to take care of it. If you want your body to take care of you, you got to take care of it. If something's wrong, you have to, take care of it and not ignore it. And, as you start to grow in the self-love, you start to self-care and take care of yourself. You want to eat better, get the rest you need. I go to the gym, trying to make a plan to do that more often than not. And, you just start and you change your mindset. There's a lot of brokenness around us, broken people with broken mindsets. And sometimes we get stuck in a way of, a thinking that doesn't suit who we are. Because as you heal, grow, and evolve, you see things from a different perspective. You want to find solutions to situations that people tell you there are no solutions. But there are solutions to things. And what I've learned so far is that some solutions may not be suitable for everybody, but it's a solution. For example, if you set boundaries with other folks and you tell them you're healing and you need to heal, and you set some strong boundaries and they keep disrespecting those boundaries, you have a right to cut off, block, and delete. That is the solution. Because when you're on a healing journey to take care of yourself, you don't have time to go back and forth with people about why, when, what, and the particulars. You have to focus on yourself, because that's a distraction. And now if you're busy engaging in that, you're taking time away from your healing process. And without healing, your physical and mental health can suffer tremendously. So it's important to take care of you, and you're not being selfish or self-absorbed or narcissistic. To love yourself is what we're supposed to do. Being in love with ourselves is a different story, guys, but we are supposed to love ourselves. And, when you love yourself, then, you can open up the door to new things, new situations. And the old doesn't work for you anymore. And sometimes if you don't close those doors, I know in my case, God closed them for me. And I started to look at things from a different perspective and to see why he closed those doors, because those things did not suit who I am. People always want to define who we are, mold us into what they think we should be. And it's like putting, the metaphor I use is putting your foot in a shoe that doesn't fit. But you want these pair of shoes, they don't have your size, it's too small, but you're still trying to twist and turn your foot in a shoe that doesn't fit. That's what it feels like to me when someone wants to define who I am and make me to be some kind of negative stereotype because that's who they want me to be. It makes them feel good about themselves. Heal. My advice for that is to heal. Get on a healing journey and to focus on yourself and what you can do to make yourself better. Because focusing on somebody else and what they have going on, you neglect what you need to do for yourself. And then, when I took the focus off of everybody else's burdens and I started focusing on me, I started to do better. I started to become more self-disciplined, more responsible in my responsibilities, focusing what my needs were instead of the drama and the negativity and the toxicity. I became unbothered by the noise around me. And that's what some people don't like, but it doesn't bother me anymore because I'm no longer concerned. I'm no longer that broken Lisa. I still have work to do, of course. But I'm not that broken person who is afraid of abandonment and etc. I have worked on those things. And, I've learned to turn that pain into power, power into purpose, purpose into paying it forward, not only to help myself, but to help others. And as you self-love, your confidence begin to grow. You don't feel so low and like you're worthless, but that's what those haters and naysayers and narcissistic individuals like to do, lower your self-esteem because it makes them feel big and strong, instead of doing the work to heal. Strength is in our tears. Strength is in us being our authentic self. Strength is speaking our truth instead of just going along with the flow just because, even though we're not comfortable with that. I used to do all those things, but now I'm able to, through the healing, to see things from a different perspective. And when we feel better, we do better. Your peace, once you get inner peace, is priceless, guys. The peace is so priceless. Love is the answer in this world we live in today that's full of hate and drama, fighting, drama, chaos. We'll never find peace or rest. Once we heal those things and we don't succumb to this brokenness that's all around us, then we can help others to do the same. Those who want to heal and be a better version of themselves. And I say, if I can do it, guys, with everything I've gone through, I haven't even talked about most of it, and it was traumatizing. But if you don't look at the elephant in the room and address it and face it, you will always feel that trauma within you, and you have to break the cycle by facing these things, healing it. And it's not easy. One day at a time, one step at a time. And as you do those things, you can grow, heal, and evolve, and you can share your experiences with other people to help them to do the same. That's how we win. That's how we continue to win, by moving forward and helping those who can't help themselves. That's the message today, guys. Thank you for being here today. Always do something on a daily basis for yourself, whether it's taking a walk into nature, going to your favorite restaurant, listening to a piece of music, or whatever it is that uplifts your spirit. Keep your vibes high and stay focused on your healing. And I promise you, you will begin to see the fruits of your hard work and labor. Again, that's the message today. This is Lisa, always encouraging you, shedding love and light. You guys go and enjoy your day, and I will see you sometime tomorrow. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That way you know when I'm here and you can join me. And thank you, guys. I really appreciate you all. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye for now.